Well, it's that time of a Thursday where we bring you the buzz, the yellow buzz, to find out exactly what's happening in the world of MTN, right? Because people are traveling a lot. We're getting to that kind of time of year at the end where people are making plans to travel overseas, and MTN is lowering costs of roaming to make it easier for you to keep in touch with everyone in your family and friends when you're traveling. Keep them in touch with what you're doing, send them all the cool pictures, messages, let them know what it's all about, right?
Yep, that's true.
And so we received some very, very cool pictures, and we'll announce the winners of our competition at the end. But we want to share these pictures with you. One is from Richard Sand, right? Now, he sent us a picture that he took while he was in Istanbul. Check out this beautiful picture.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, one of the tips that I want to give guys that are traveling and are roaming is that skyscrapers and minarets and big structures are very difficult to take photographs of.
Yes.
So one of the best ways to do that is to use a panoramic app. Most smartphones have these. A popular one is 360 Panorama.
Yeah.
And you can take a panoramic view and send it to your friends for like £2. Yeah, with MTN's roaming costs. Yeah, from over 500 different countries.
Wow.
And that's very handy and useful, especially if you want to share your experience with your friends and not have the guilt and worry as like, do I do this?
How much am I paying for this? Oh,
exactly.
That kind of thing.
Exactly.
But anyway, very, very cool picture, and that's a very good tip anyway, by the way. And Togazani Wonderboy Blows from Durban says that he took this pic in Disneyland last year, and it's the most beautiful place he's ever seen. You've been there before?
I've been to Disneyland, and unfortunately, I actually didn't have a smartphone at the time.
Yeah.
And I wish I did, because you can get a whole bunch of apps. Disneyland in particular has an app that shows you all the different rides. It even has real-time stats of how long the queues are. And you don't have to feel guilty again about checking that up, because MTN have 87% discounted rates on their data. So you can actually sit inside the park and use that data to see, okay, cool, this queue is only 20 minutes, let's nab it, or this queue is 4 hours long.
Oh my word.
Let's avoid that ride.
Pretty cool, man. I'm liking that. So Nick Piper sent us this picture. He's from Cape Town. Now, he went to Spain, and he says he's very thankful for the lower roaming costs that MTN have. But he was caught up in a situation where he lost his passport, apparently, and then he had to kind of go back and forth with the police trying to translate what was going on. Obviously, not speaking Spanish was a bit of a difficult situation. He had to call a friend.
No.
And like, okay, so they're saying, como estas es al agüero. What does that mean?
That's good. That's really, really good. But there's an easier way to do that kind of stuff now. You get an app called Google Translate.
Yeah.
It's available on most smartphones, and it can translate like tons of different languages. You can speak straight into it.
Yeah.
And you can translate 64 different languages. And you can speak straight into it or type into it and can read it out.
Wow.
Yeah, to different people. So if you're in a sticky situation like, why is cat so strange and how can he speak Spanish, it can read that back out.
Well, if you have to speak into it, you first have to be able to speak the language, isn't it?
No, you speak English and it'll translate it to Spanish.
Oh!
That's how it works.
Bing! Very, very, very cool. And then a last picture we want to share with you is from Tracy Stain. Now, she sent in this picture from Koh Samui in Thailand, and she says she likes to switch off her data. Obviously, like we've tipped people to do so that when they're there, they don't incur the costs of having to roam internationally. She shared a lot of her memories from Thailand as well with her family. But yeah, she's liking the lower rates.
Yeah, Thailand is a kind of trip which could be very specific to your packing needs.
Yeah.
You're going to need to pack some stuff that might not be happening right here. So it might be winter here and you're going to Thailand and it's summer and you need to swim. So there's great packing list apps that you can get for smartphones, and you can switch off your data at that stage. So if you really are going to the sticks and you don't really want to, you've checked out the roaming costs and you've assessed it, like MTN have suggested, you think it might not be the right thing for you, then you can switch those off, download those apps, and use these to-do lists to pack. Okay, cool. Have I got my costume?
Yeah.
Have I got...
we all need those.
shorts in that weather. What is the temperature going to be there?
Yeah.
Have I got my passport? Those things are very important to have. And have a specific reminders list for that trip that you can lock off online. Also, little places like a lot of planes, you can't be online on the plane.
Yeah.
And being able to be online to check that stuff could be a hindrance. So keeping it offline, locked on your phone, is very, very valuable.
Very cool, man. Thank you for all those tips. I think very, very helpful indeed. And MTN is giving away 2 gigs of data to 2 of those people that sent us those pictures. Those go to, let me tell you quickly, Richard Sand and to Tracy Stain. Congratulations to the 2 of you. They each win 2 gigabytes of data. Very cool.
Time to travel the world with those 2 gigs.
It is indeed. That was Yellow Buzz on Thursday. Boom, we out.
Do 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 do.